Story number 5, The Whispering Woods. They say the woods around Silver Hollow Lake have a voice. If you camp there late October, when the wind is still and the moon hides behind the clouds, you'll hear it. A low whispering sound that moves between the trees like breath. Most people say it's just the wind, but some swear it's something else. Something that wants to be heard. There were 4 of them, Jake, Tessa, Logan, and Brooke, college friends chasing one last fall adventure before the snow came. They found Silver Hollow Lake on an old camping forum. No reviews, no photos, just one line that said, "Quiet spot, almost forgotten." By the time they arrived, the sky was ink black, the trees pressed close around the clearing, and the lake sat perfectly still, like a mirror reflecting nothing. They pitched their tents by flashlight. They built a fire that threw gold light into the dark. They laughed, roasted marshmallows, and told ghost stories that didn't feel so funny once the woods went quiet. Tessa noticed it first. No crickets, no wind, no sound at all. Then, a single crack echoed from the trees behind the tents. Everyone froze. Jake lifted the flashlight, its beam cutting into the fog. Nothing. Just mist rolling low across the ground. Then, from deeper in the woods, came a whisper. Soft, drawn out, like a voice trying to speak. They leaned closer, but the words weren't clear, just a low hiss of syllables carried through the trees. Logan tossed another branch onto the fire, but instead of catching, the flame shrunk as if something had stolen the air. Brooke whispered, "Maybe we should go to bed." No one argued. They crawled into their tents. The fire faded to embers, just a faint orange glow against the dark. That's when it came back. The whispering. Only now it wasn't far away. It was all around them. It wasn't one voice anymore. It was dozens, all speaking at once, circling the campsite. Tessa clutched her flashlight, watching the shadows move around the tent wall, long, thin, and bending the wrong way. "Jake," she whispered. He didn't answer. Then something brushed against the tent, a fingertip, dragging slowly from one corner to the other. The whispering stopped, and a voice, right beside her ear, said, "You shouldn't have come here." At dawn, the forest sounded alive again. Birds, wind, sunlight breaking through the fog. But the campsite looked wrong. Their tents were dusted with ash, the fire pit was cold, and all around the camp, drawn perfectly in dirt, was a circle of footprints. Bare footprints, small, like those of children. They packed in silence. No jokes, no talk, just the rustle of sleeping bags and the snap of zippers. As they drove away, Brooke turned back towards the woods and froze. At the tree line, half hidden by fog, stood 4 small figures, still, watching. And as the car turned onto the main road, she thought she heard them, whispering just under the wind, "Come back and play." Locals say the woods around Silver Hollow were once home to a small settlement, a logging camp that burned to the ground in the 1800s. The story goes that the children of the workers ran into the woods to escape the fire and never came out. Some say their voices still drift through the trees on cold October nights. Others say they're looking for someone to play with. And if you camp there long enough, you'll start to understand the whispers. But once you do, you'll never stop hearing them. Some sounds in the woods are just wind, but some are the ones who never left.